All right, it's only right that we sit down every now and then and look at what the leader of our team has to say about the San Antonio Spurs. I know. Keldon Johnson being the leader of the team, isn't that kind of sad, Clan? We're in trouble. Yeah, it's not great, but he is a good leader. I actually really enjoy Keldon Johnson as being the leader of this team. So let's see what our boy has to say.
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
All right, guys. So as you know, I'm not super ecstatic about the San Antonio Spurs. Okay, I'm just not. I'm not super happy that we won the game against the Utah Jazz. But then again, it's perfectly fine. It's not a big deal. Obviously, you're going to win some here and there. And I was wrong. I said that we would not win another game. And I just didn't see it in the foreseeable future. But then again, when you play a team twice in a row, there is a possibility that you'll get them one of those games. So it made sense that the Spurs took this one. So I want to see what our boy Keldon Johnson had to say about the Spurs. And I also want to look at the box score with you guys. Now, before we do any of that, okay, before we do any of that nonsense, if you guys want to support the channel, click the link in the description, clanthemerchfan.com. Not showing the merch right now, don't really feel like it, but you can go look at it for yourself. But yeah, just go ahead and listen to what Keldon has to say.
How's it going?
Good.
It's a much better feeling sitting here tonight than the other night.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. It's always a good feeling when when we win. So it's definitely a great feeling.
It's been a while since you guys tasted that feeling. What's that?
Ooh, that was weird. Been a while since you tasted that feeling. I'm sorry. I'm being sus. I'm sus.
Is it a relief? Is it? What's the feeling overall?
Yeah, ain't nothing like it, man. I mean, we fought. We continue to fight. We stay together as a group, and good things happen. I feel like we had a different third quarter than what we had last game, and the guys, they sat down and played defense, man, and good things happen. But we just gotta keep working. Like I said, every time I come here, we get better and better, and we're going back home from a long road trip. Hopefully, we get some treatment and get back to it on Thursday. Thursday, right?
Yes.
All right, bet. We'll be back to it on Thursday, but with that being said, just gotta keep fighting.
That's what Pop said. Pop said that our defense was really bad. Me personally, I think that the defense hasn't been like it's been bad. Obviously, like teams are scoring like crazy on us, but at the same time, I didn't necessarily think on an individual basis everyone's defense is just terrible. It's just like as a team, they just don't play well defensively together. But I mean, we definitely have some really good defenders on this team. Unfortunately, Keldon Johnson has not been the best defensively, especially individually. He's been good communication-wise on the court on defense, but from what I've seen, man, good God. And then even if we looked at a chart recently, or a graph recently, and he was one of the worst off-ball defenders in the league. He was right next to Trae Young at that position. So that's pretty doggone bad. So he has not been great off ball, and I personally don't think he's been that good on ball. But hey, it's a lot on him this season. Literally, when you're going from DeJounte Murray doing so much, and then you go to Keldon Johnson having to basically take up even more of the attention, it's gonna be hard for him, and he's not necessarily that type of player. Now, you put a star next to him, I think Keldon can be pretty doggone nasty, right? Even him with Devin Vassell, he looks pretty decent, but just by himself, him being basically the most talented veteran on the team, it's just not gonna work.
Did you guys do any celebrating in the locker room, or is it
Nah.
business as usual?
Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Did we celebrate in the locker room? Oh my God. They lost like 18 in a row, and the question was, did you guys celebrate in the locker room? Come on, man.
I mean, it's just one win. We lost too many to be celebrating. We got to stay hungry as a group. We got to keep working, keep fighting, continue to get better. And that's what we're striving to do. Obviously it feels good to win. And, everybody smiled, but we know we got to continue to get better. We got to look at film and make some adjustments and keep it pushing.
So
Did you celebrate?
When you guys had this season where you were trailing to start the fourth quarter, how does it feel to just get over that hump mentally when you had so many losses in that situation coming into this game?
I mean, we did it as a group. I mean, it just wasn't one person with the mindset. I feel like as a collective group, we just came together. You know, it just clicked. You know, it was firing on all cylinders when the fourth quarter hit. You know, we just rolled away. But you know, like I said, it just started with defense, started with stops. We sat down and got stops, and that's the most important thing when you come to winning.
You talk about.
Oh, can I say this too? Maybe I need to rephrase something, okay? Maybe I'm being a little hard on Keldon, all right? Even though Keldon Johnson off-ball defense has been very close to Trae Young, I mean, literally it's been close to Trae Young. We looked at that. But I will say this, he has an ability that I think that he can be better defensively. I know he's a little flat-footed and laterally he's not the best, but I think as far as his build, he has most potential to be effective defensively than Trae Young. So me making that comparison, I'm not saying he's as bad as Trae. I mean, he's played as bad as Trae Young, but he can be a better defender. He has more potential than Trae Young. Okay, Trae Young's size really limits him as well. So yeah.
That defense, the biggest part was obviously that final 3 minutes after time scores that go-ahead layup. Jazz don't get another basket the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, play good defense. I mean, they're a good team.
Okay, it's not much here. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the box score here. So defense. Statistically, how did we do defensively? We had a total of 5 blocks compared to their 9. We had a total of 9 steals compared to their 8. And we forced 20 turnovers. They had 20 turnovers? They had 20 turnovers. Okay. Opposed to our 12. So it seems like that was more so the difference. And as Keldon Johnson said, they stayed with them in the third. Fourth just absolutely mollywopped them. And let me see. Can we look at some? Because I thought. Let's look at team stats. Okay, here we go. This make it a little bit better. So they went 30 for 85. So their field goal percentage as a team was 35%. That is really bad. 3-point percentage was 29. Yeah. So look, the Spurs brought some pressure. They definitely did. They brought some pressure. But it was also, I mean, watching the game, it was also Utah Jazz kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit as well. But it doesn't matter. The Spurs are going to win some here and there. It's not the biggest deal in the world. We killed them in the paint, by the way. We had 20 more points than they did in the paint. Really good stuff. So overall, I am proud of my San Antonio Spurs. But let's not make this a habit, all right? Let's keep on with these L's. But anyways, I'll give it to you guys later, man. You want to support the channel, as always, clanthemerchfan.com. Link in the description. Or become a patron, a YouTube member. Only $2 per month. So, yeah. Deuces.